And good afternoon and welcome to Lilly Field on the campus of California University of Pennsylvania for today's PSAC-West Doubleheader between the California Vulcans and the Golden Eagles of Clarion. I'm Gary Smith, joined by Nolan Beislein at camera, and today California has their third doubleheader at newly renovated Lilly Field. They're coming into this game 5-3 and 5-3 in the PSAC West. Clarion 3-5 and 1-5. Let's take a look at the tape of both teams coming into the game today. Clarion averaging 291, California 311. So you see offensively California has a little bit of an edge and hits home runs. And on the mound, California is a dominant pitching staff right now with a 1.38 ERA, 42 strikeouts. The biggest thing is Clarion walks almost double of what they strike out. And we're ready for action here. Is the first batter for Clarion, Carissa Giordano. She's a sophomore batting 308 in today's game. On the mound for California, Ellie Lobdell. Here's the first pitch. Looking bunt, and that's going to be ball one, low and outside, or actually low and inside. It's a beautiful afternoon for softball here at Lilly Field. What wind there is blowing in a little bit. Ball two outside, as it looks like Giordano is looking to put something in play on the ground. Ellie Lobdell, just a dominant pitcher for California right now, leads the team in most pitching categories. There's a bunt attempt and a strike, because that was a high fastball inside that Giordano had no chance of getting to. Said Giordano is a sophomore for Clarion. She has started 5 of the 7 games coming into this game. Well, she's started 5 of the 7 games she's appeared for Clarion. And there's a pitch that's going to strike Giordano, and she's going to go to first base. And that'll be a runner on early for the Golden Eagles of Clarion. So that'll bring up Brooke Klein playing third base for the Golden Eagles. She's batting .435. She has started all 7 games in which she has appeared in, and she is by far their most dangerous hitter. She leads the team in hits, runs, and is third on the team in RBI. So Lobdell trying to get out of this little bit of bother in the top of the first. First pitch is a strike. Runner on first, just underway here at Lilly Field. 0-1 pitch. That's going to be called a strike on the outside. Just caught the outside corner of the plate. Oh, 2 pitch. Set up outside. Throw down. Is it going to be a strike him out, throw him out situation? Strikeout happens, but that will be a stolen base. So give Lobdell her first strikeout of the game, but a stolen base, as Giordano will go to second. So Coach Bertinoli saying that maybe the runner went a little soon. So Coach still trying to get his point across, and now coming up to bat for the Golden Eagles, Mckenzie Wolf. She is a junior left fielder batting .400. 6 runs, 6 hits, and 15 at-bats. So the top of this Clarion order is stacked. And actually, I'm sorry, it is going to be 1 and 2. That was not a strikeout. There's a shot to center field. That'll get down. So the throw in will be cut off at second base. So that will put runners on first and third with nobody out. And Wilson's going to go to her mound mate, and the team is going to gather and talk about things. Is now to bring up Mackenzie Wolfe. I see Lobdell and company are going to talk to see what's going on. So no outs, as I will change that on the scoreboard. So first and third, nobody out. That'll bring up Mackenzie Wolfe. She is, I mentioned before, batting .400 on the young season. 6 games played, 6 games started, 6 runs, 6 hits, 3 of which are doubles. So a little bit of pop out of the left fielder. So first and third, nobody out early on. Lobdell trying to pitch out of this early jam. First pitch to Wolf will be a strike right over the outside corner of the plate. And Lobdell getting ahead of the batter for the first time as now catcher Brooke Wilson relays the signals. 0-1 pitch. Pitch out, and they got her picked off at first. Was the tag applied? Waiting to see. And they did pick her off at first. A great job. Nice pickoff play from Wilson to the first baseman. Wilson is now, team's going to reconvene at the mound. So a nice pitch out there from Wilson to Wilson. First out. Erase the runner at first. That'll be ball one. One out. Runner at third. Good job of applying the tag was Paige Wilson at first. Throw was a little high, but she was able to get the tag down. So 1-1's the count. Runner at third. Infield's drawn in a little bit. Third baseman Mckenzie for the Vulcans. There's a shot to center field. Back to the wall, and it looks like there's going to be enough room, and there's the out, but that will be deep enough to score the run for Clarion. So sacrifice fly, and the score is 1-0 Golden Eagles, and that's a good piece of batting for Clarion. Just getting some metal on the ball and getting the run score. So Wolf gets her 7th RBI in the year, and that brings up Jessica Cartier. 2 outs, top of the first. Clarion leads 1-0. First pitch, high ball 1. Wind blowing in from left center to home plate, so we'll see if that affects any fly balls. Second pitch is high ball 2, so 2-0 to the cleanup hitter of the Golden Eagles, Cartier. 2-0 pitch now for Lobdell. Strike on the outside. Good pitch. Good comeback pitch for the pitcher, Lobdell. 2-1 pitch. Gonna be popped to the right field. Henderson going after it, and she will make the out. That was off our screen, so 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. And before the game, as you see Coach Bertagnoli on the screen, we had a chance to talk to Coach Rick Bertagnoli about what to expect in today's game from a team that they haven't played too often, the Clarion Golden Eagles.
Today with Clarion, we haven't played them in a while with the three divisions that we had in the conference with the East, Central, and West. But with COVID, now we have the 2 divisions, and they're on our side in the West. And it's been quite a few years. But they're 3-5, looking to get to 500. They got 3 kids hitting over 400, and they're playing pretty well right now. So it's going to be a battle. But
and that was Coach Bertagnoli before the game, longtime coach here for the California Vulcans. And now the batting order for the California Vulcans: Brooke Wilson, Selena Jaquay, Paige Wilson, Charity Henderson, Shayna Posler, Alyssa Young, Jordan Paneri, Michaela Mckenzie, and Alexa Pastor. So the Vulcans now seeing if they can get that run back. On the mound for the Golden Eagles, Rebecca Kelly. She comes into this game with an ERA of 5.09, 1-1 on the season. She's appeared in 3 games, 11 innings pitched, and she has 8 strikeouts and 7 walks. As we saw on the tape earlier in the game, one of the Achilles heels of this Golden Eagles team so far is walks. They have walked almost twice as many batters as they have struck out, and their team ERA is over 6. So if you're a Vulcan fan, that's a recipe for hopefully getting the bats going in this contest. If you're just joining us, Clarion scored a run, had a hits batsman, advanced on a steal, and then ultimately came through on a sacrifice fly. Now coming to bat for the Vulcans catcher, Brooke Wilson, number 16. She has scorched the opposition this season for a .423 average. Started all 8 games she's appeared in. 9 runs, 11 hits, 2 RBIs. She's slugging .500, so very dangerous. Top of the order for Coach Bertagnoli and his Vulcans. See Wilson, the right-handed batter. Looks outside, ball 1. The Vulcan dugout is getting into the spirit of things, trying to get Wilson's energy up. Takes a second pitch, outside, ball 2. Wilson, a senior, getting this season back after, as we all know, last season didn't happen, or the end of the season didn't happen due to COVID. 2-0 pitch. High and outside, ball 3. So quickly we see Clarion trying to nibble too much. And that's something to watch in this doubleheader. They are very charitable in the free pass situation. 3-0 pitch. And Wilson will take the free base and go to first. So
next up, second base number 6.
That'll bring up the left-handed batter, Selena Jaquay, the second baseman. She is a freshman. There's a strike, lefty on lefty matchup right now. We see Kelly on the screen right now, the left-hander for Clarion, getting the nod here in game 1. Jaquay coming into this game, batting 160, started all 8 games of this season. 1-0 pitch, catches the outside corner, 4 strike 2. So quickly, Jaquay is behind 0-2. Jaquay digs in, 0-2 pitch. Little rise ball rises way too high, so that'll be a ball. 1-2 is the count. The wind freshening up just a little bit. We saw in the first doubleheader we were able to cover here against Gannon. The wind was blowing down on a couple home runs that game, so not sure if that's going to happen today. As 1-2 pitch is low and inside, ball 2. 2-2 is the count. Jaquay steps out. Good crowd on hand here, as you can see in the background on Bretzel, extending from right field into center field. 2-2 pitch. Jaquay pops it up down the left side, and it'll be a catch. Nice play by the left fielder, and that will retire Jaquay, and that'll be the first out for the Vulcans. That'll bring up for California, batting third.
Now batting number 29, first baseman Paige
First
Wilson.
baseman number 29, Paige Wilson, coming into this game, absolutely demolishing the ball, batting .481. 13 hits, 6 of them doubles, and leading the team in RBIs with 12, and takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. Wilson also made a sparkling play in the top of the first, getting a pickoff throw and getting the tag down. Second pitch is high, ball 2. Runner on first. And if you're watching on YouTube, we are aware there's a little bit of an encoding issue, so the audio may be a little off from the video. That's something we're going to try and fix with an update this week. 2-0 pitch. There's a runner going for the steal, and stolen base for Brooke Wilson. So runner in scoring position now for the Vulcans. A good job of Wilson timing her jump and getting that stolen base. So 3-0 pitch. Hitters count right now. See if the green light's on. And that was a take all the way, 3-1. Wilson at the dish. Paige Wilson, that is, and Brooke Wilson at second base. 3-1 pitch. Rolls it, and that is going to be a wild pitch past ball, so put the runner on third. And a runner on first with the walk, so 1 out, runners on first and third.
Now batting right for number 37.
That'll bring up
Henderson.
37, Charity Henderson, the right fielder. She's leading the team in home runs with 3. A lot of pop, and we saw her in that season opening doubleheader against Gannon just absolutely destroy a pitch. First pitch is low outside, ball 1. Henderson, the freshman right fielder. Also had a sparkling play that first doubleheader. 1-0 pitch, and she pops it straight up. Catcher goes back, and it will hit behind us here in the press box area, Kiefer's Corner, as we're calling this area, the press box and extended media area. So that runs the count to 2, 1-1. See the runner on third. 1-1 pitch. Kelly looks in, delivers. Pitch on the outside, catches outside corner for strike 2, runs the count 2, 1-2. Kelly ahead now. See if California can at least get the equalizing run here. Down 1-0 early on the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Outside, and a good job of the catcher to block it. So that'll run the count to 2-2, and that saved a run. So put a star next to that if you're Clarion. Jessica Cartier, the senior backstop, just getting out there and saving a run. 2-2's the count. Kelly with the windup, and then there's a foul ball way out of play. So still 2-2. Henderson doing a good job. That was a waste pitch. Not sure if she could have done anything really with that, as that was a very well placed pitch by Rebecca Kelly. 2-2's the count. Runners on first and third. Here's the pitch. Henderson pops it up. Second baseman goes out. And it's misplayed. So the play will be at second. They'll get the force at second, but the run comes home. So California will tie it up, as the ball was misplayed by the second baseman. So that'll be a force out at second, but the runner, Paige Wilson, will come home, and we're tied up at 1 apiece. Batter now for California be Shayna Postler. Ball outside. And actually not sure. They have not scored the run yet, so we will take that off. So all I know is there's one out, runner on first. At least that's what the scoreboard says, so we're going to go by that. So it's 1-1. Postler on the season, batting .556, 6 games, 3 games started. Pitches away, and that'll send the runner to second base. Runs the count to 2-1, so advance the runner. Just put the scoreboard back to 1, so not sure what the call was earlier. All I know for sure is Henderson is on second base. Count is 2-1. There's the pitch, high, ball 3. And Cartier, the catcher, getting a workout, as Kelly is a little bit wild right now, as we see a good look at Postler, the designated player for the Vulcans. Ahead of the count, 3-1. Kelly shakes her shoulders, rocks, delivers, and there's a shot to right field. Right fielder coming on, and that will be a catch. And that will end the inning. So, as we catch up, it appears that the score will be 1-1, as that's the third out. But while we have a second, let's take a look at the PSAC-West standings coming into today's game, as we're early on into the season. You see Seton Hill and Cal both at the top, 4-0 for Seton Hill, California 5-3. They've only played PSAC doubleheaders right now. IUP in third, Mercyhurst, Edinburgh, Pitt, Johnstown, Gannon, Clarion, and Slippery Rock. And I believe Slippery Rock was the only team to have played yesterday. Is when I did the graphics, they were 1-5, and whenever I woke up this morning, they were 1-7. So we will assume that they played a game, a doubleheader yesterday, a non-conference doubleheader, and lost. So once again, if you've watched PSAC softball for a while, for a few years it was the East, Central, and West, but now it's back to the East and West, as we're getting set to start the top of the second inning tie ball game. Now batting for the Clarion Golden Eagles, the pitcher, Rebecca Kelly. She's batting 5th. She's coming into this game batting .417 for the Golden Eagles. You see a good shot of Lobdell with that pitcher's mask. First pitch to her counterpart is a ball outside. Lobdell, a strikeout artist. Now Coach Bertagnoli is going to go talk to the umpire. I'm not sure what this is about. Looks like he might make a change, and he is. So he's sending out a new pitcher right now for the Vulcans, and I'm not sure why, but it looks like number 15 for California will come into the game. So Lobdell will exit the game.
Number 15, freshman Caitlin Leary.
And that'll bring in Caitlin Leary, the freshman, as coach goes to talk to his team. So Lobdell works 1 inning, gives up 1 run, and now she will exit in place of freshman Caitlin Leary. As we see a good shot of Coach Bertagnoli talking to Lobdell. Not sure why the change is made, but with softball in 2 games, you might see Lobdell get in there for game 2. Is he still talking to Lobdell? So Leary will inherit a 1-0 count and a tie ball game, 1-1. So a little bit of wackiness. As California has 1 run on no hits. Clarion has 1 run on 1 hit on a sacrifice fly. So once again, if you're just joining us, new pitcher is Caitlin Leary, the freshman. She is from Powell, Ohio. 5'8" pitcher. See what she brings as she inherits a 1-0 count to her counterpart, Rebecca Kelly, left-handed batter for the Golden Eagles. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit down the right side. That's going to be an extra base that's in the corner, as we're going to see Kelly dig for second, and that will be a lead-off double. So Rebecca Kelly taking the first pitch from Caitlin Leary and doubling it off of the hands of the first baseman, Paige Wilson. So that'll bring up the first baseman. We get a shot of her, the new batter for Clarion. Hannah Norton coming into the game, .333 average. No RBIs yet on the season, but a duck on the pond here at the top of the second. First pitch, right over the heart of the plate. Good pitch for a strike. Leary for California. Stares in. 0-1 pitch. High and outside, ball 1. Little rise ball that rose too much. Good job of the catcher for California bringing that pitch down. Runner on second base. Any pass ball, advanced runner to third base with no outs. That's not a good recipe for success. Pitch high and outside, ball 2, 2-1. Runner on second. Good shot right there of the runner on second, and the pitcher Leary for California. 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. So California kind of struggling to find the strike zone here. As Norton, the first baseman, the junior, .333 average. The number 6 hitter for the Golden Eagles. 3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4. And once again, a good job of Brooke Wilson to block that low pitch. So runner on first and second, nobody out. That will bring up Nicole Collins, the junior, second baseman.
Second baseman, Nicole Collins.
Collins coming into this game, batting .250. She's appeared in 4 games and started 4 games. This will be her 5th and 5th. First pitch from the right-hander. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Collins, the right-handed batter, second baseman. Stepping back in, 0-1's the count. 0-1 pitch. Collins showed bunt, nothing doing. If nothing else, that activated the California infield, so we'll see if Clarion does play the sacrifice game, take the out, and advance the runners into scoring position. 1-1 count. The pitch. Nice pitch. A little changeup outside. She thought about swinging, but Leary pulled the string on that, and that'll be a strike 1 and 2 now. Good pitch by the freshman righty for California. Showing bunt. Here's the pitch, pulls back. Just misses outside, runs the count to 2-2. Good job of holding back for Collins for Clarion. Leary's 2-2 pitch is away. Swung on and missed, and a throw to first. Nothing doing, but a big strikeout for out number 1 for the Vulcan right-hander, Caitlin Leary.
Now batting number 18, designated player, Megan Anderson.
And that'll bring up Megan Anderson on the season. This is her first appearance, first at-bat of the season. And that strikeout, even though a double play is rare in softball, still brings that possibility to the plate. The pitch. Nice pitch, another off-speed pitch outside for the strike. So Leary working that outside with off-speed and drilling that outside corner like a Picasso. 1-1 is the game, top of the second. 0-1 pitch. Fastball, strike 2. And she froze Anderson in her first at-bat of the year. Nothing doing there. That brings the California dugout alive with some shouts of encouragement. 0-2 pitch. Just outside. A little bit of a waste pitch there as Anderson was showing bunt. Not sure she would put that bunt down. We see a shot of the runner on first base. So runners on first and second. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Slap to the first baseman, and Wilson will just field her position, go to first. So that'll be the second out of the inning, but that'll advance the runners to second and third. So with 2 outs, good job. There's a good shot of the first baseman for California, Paige Wilson. Didn't panic, knew she had time, just got to first base, tagged the bag, and 2 outs. In California has the number 9 hitter coming at Alyssa Bretzel. She's batting 100 for the year. First pitch, outside, ball 1. So we're only an inning and a half into this game. This is a pretty big situation as California doesn't want to give up any more runs here. 1-0 pitch, swung on and popped up. Going out is second baseman Jaquay for the Vulcans, and that will end the inning. So California had a little bit of bother, but a good job after the pitching change to erase the side, and that will end the top of the second inning. So while we have a second, we're going to take a look at some of the team leaders for the California Vulcans on this season. Is we are. This is the 9th game for the California Vulcans. You see Paige Wilson leading the team in batting at .481. Leads the team in hits with 13. Henderson has 3 home runs, and Paige Wilson leads the team in RBIs at 12. And on the mound, Leary, who is now in the game for the Vulcans, she leads the team in ERA with 1.94. 2 players have 2 wins apiece. Strikeouts, Lebdell, who started this game and left after an inning and 1 pitch, has 26, and she leads the team in innings pitched at 25.1. So again, pitching change if you're just joining us. Lebdell out, Leary in. We'll see if that'll change the rotation for the Vulcans in game 2. But that's a long way away as we are in the bottom of the second here in game 1. Beautiful afternoon. If you're watching this on YouTube and you can get to California's Lilly Field, I implore you to come on out. My cameraman Nolan Beastline will be signing autographs in between games and maybe giving some golf lessons.
Alyssa Young.
So that'll bring up Alyssa Young for the Vulcans. She's the 6th hitter. She's the center fielder. She's batting .273. She's started 7 and appeared in 7. Has 6 hits for the Vulcans. Long ponytail for Young. First pitch is low, ball 1. Young also has a home run on the season. One of 3 Vulcans to have gone yard in the 2021 season. 1-0 pitch now. Good eye outside, 2-0. So we've seen a lot of pitches for both teams so far. Definitely all the batters are seeing what the pitchers can see. So 2-0 pitch. Right over the middle. Good comeback pitch. Runs the count to 2-1. And speaking of ponytails, Rebecca Kelly sporting the double ponytails. 2-1 pitch. Low, ball 3. Young stepping back in. Dangerous hitter. Young does have some pop in the bat. Hitters count 3-1. The pitch. Outside corner, runs the count to full, and a good pitch that time by Kelly, and an even better frame job by the catcher, Cartier. As Kelly looks in. Payoff pitch now for the Golden Eagles. High and outside, so that'll send the runner to first. So give California a free pass, and if you're just joining us, talked at the beginning of the game that Clarion's Achilles heel on the 2021 season has been free passes. as that'll bring up the left-handed batter for the Vulcans, number 17, Jordan Pineri. She's batting .364, has started all 8 games, and has 6 RBIs on the season. So the 0-1 pitch, or the 0-0 pitch, makes it a 1-0 pitch, as we have a lefty-on-lefty situation. A good shot at Pineri. Pineri, a freshman for the Vulcans. A lot of youth on this Vulcan team. 1-0 pitch. Puts the bunt down, fielded, throw to first. Some good sacrifices. That'll send the runner to second. Now they got her picked off. A throw to third. And I tell you what, California did a good job of getting out of that, as the runner on first, Young, took a big turn at second. And they had her picked off dead to rights, but throw is a little muddled, so you have a runner on third in scoring position. That'll bring up Mckenzie. She's a sophomore, batting .125. We saw in that doubleheader we covered last week. She was batting the cleanoff spot, so definitely has some pop from the number 8 position. She's dropped down trying to get her bat started. She's started 7 and played in 6. There's a chance for an RBI here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Goes up over Kiefer's corner, and that'll make it a 1-1 count. So California, the recipient of some combination of heads-up base running and lucky base running, as Young took a wide turn. The throw was behind her. They wasn't able to get a rundown for Clarion, and now Young is in scoring position. Pitch slapped and fouled into the Vulcan dugout. Talk about placement. That hit about the 2-foot section between, as we see the shot of the dugout with the new safety fence, and just kind of snuck around there. Runs the count to 1-2. One-two pitch. Slapped to the shortstop, a pop-up, so good job of the shortstop coming in, making the catch. The third baseman making the catch. And so that takes the sacrifice off the table.
22, shortstop, Alyssa Pastor.
And that'll bring up Alexa Pastor, number 9 hitter for Kurt Bertinoli. She's batting .231 on the season. Has started all 8 games of the season. Has a chance to get California the lead with a base hit. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Pastor, a senior. She has 4 RBIs in the season. 0-1 pitch. Nice pitch on the outside for Kelly. Once again, Cartier framing up that outside pitch. That's a hidden talent of catchers, to frame that outside pitch and get the call. A lot of times if they're not moving, the umpire's going to give the call. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back towards us. And my cameraman, Nolan Beastline, doing a good job of not flinching, realizing that there is a very strong fence between us, as we're situated about 12 feet behind the umpire, just to the right of that screen. Once again, count is 0-2. There's the pitch. Popped foul. And once again, if this is the first game you're watching from Lilly Field, due to space and COVID restrictions in the press box, we are unable to have a man camera in the high home. That's the shot you're looking at now, so we kind of lose the corner. So we'll do our best to cover what we can. 0-2 pitch. Slapped foul. So I tell you what, Pastor doing a great job of battling here, as she's taking a lot of the pitches that Kelly can dish out. As we see Kelly on the mound, trying to figure out what combination to get out of this inning. California has a great opportunity to break this tie. 0-2 pitch. Slap to right field. Right fielder goes after it, and the catch is made. So California gets a run in scoring position, but nothing doing, as that ends the second inning. Your score is California Clarion tied at 1. So we had a chance to look at the California leaders in the last half inning. Let's take a look at the Clarion Golden Eagles leaders coming into this game. As you see on the screen, Klein leading in average, .435. You have 2 players with 10 hits apiece, 2 players with 2 home runs apiece, and RBI. Cartier, the catcher, is driving in. Very impressive, 14 runs in the early part of this 2021 season. On the mound, Kelly, who's pitching for Clarion in this game 1, leads the team with 5.09 ERA, so not exactly a low number, but still leads the team. 3 players have 1 win apiece because Clarion has 3 wins. strikeouts. Kelly came into this game with a team leading 8, and she also leads the team in innings pitched with 11. So we're going to move to the top of the third. California and Clarion all knotted up at 1, and leading off will be the top of the order, Carissa Giordano. She scored the lone run for the Golden Eagles, reached base with wearing the badge of honor. She took a pitch off the inside of her left arm, and she came around to score. But that was against Lobdell, so we'll see how she fares against Leary for the Vulcans. Top of the third. Beautiful day here from Lily Field. Here's the pitch. Outside is Giordano shows bunt, nothing doing. Freshman Leary. Team leader in ERA for the Vulcans. 1-0 pitch is on its way. Low ball 2. Giordano, 308 average coming into this game. She has 8 runs, make that 9 runs now, 4 hits, 1 triple, 3 RBIs, so a little bit of pop in the bat. Gives a cursory bunt attempt, but pulls back, but that's still going to be a strike. Good job of Leary painting the outside corner. So 2-1 is your count. Infielders are in for California protecting against the bunt. There's the pitch. Outside ball 3. So 3-1, and again, both pitchers. So we saw the third baseman coming in. Now we switch over to the pitcher, Leary. Good look at her eyes right there for the Vulcans. 3-1 pitch. There's the bunt, going to be right to the first baseman, who makes the tag, and that will be out number 1. There's some discussion whether or not it's on the line or not, and they are saying that is a foul ball, so it runs the count 3-2. From my angle, it looked like Wilson grabbed it when it was on the line, but umpire right there made the call, so foul ball. 3-2. Payoff pitch now for Leary. Waits a little bit. Here's the pitch. Slap to center field, and that'll be directly to the center fielder, Young, and that will be out number 1. As you see, Young did a good job. Sometimes those line drives will knuckle a little bit, but she framed it up, got the out, and that'll be the first out of the inning for the Golden Eagles. So that'll bring up Rebecca Klein now, or excuse me, Brooke Klein for the Golden Eagles. 435 coming into the game, leading Clarion in average. First pitch is a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Shot to left field. That's going to be directly at the left fielder, Pineri. So quickly 2 outs. Pineri didn't have to move out of her spike marks. Kind of smiles, and that'll be the second out of the inning. So California looking for a pretty pedestrian 1-2-3 inning. Haven't had any really easy innings for either team. A lot of laboring out there for both pitchers. That'll bring up Mckenzie Wolf, batting .400 coming into the game. Strike 1 on the outside. Wolf, no official at-bat, as she had a sacrifice in the top of the first. 0-1 pitch, high and outside, ball 1. So Wolf on the season, .400, 15 at-bats. Again, 6 runs, 6 hits, 3 doubles, 3 RBIs. 1-1 pitch for Leary. Here it is. Swung and a miss. Pulled the string on a changeup there. Rye, little smile. Goes back to the pitching scout. She's looking to bear down and get out of this inning. A lot of encouragement coming from the Vulcan dugout. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, and that ends the inning. A great job of pitching right there and fielding for the Vulcans. That makes it the end of 3. 1-1 is the score. And then we've referenced a little bit earlier, this is the first time in a long time these two teams have met. But how long? It has been 6 years since the California Vulcans and the Clarion Golden Eagles have met on the softball field. Last time, in fact, was April 27th, 2015. It was a one game. It was supposed to be a doubleheader. I guess there was inclement weather, and after the first game, there was no playoff implications as it was towards the end of the season, and the game was called, or the doubleheader was called. So that was the last time California and Clarion played. You might be wondering, how is that possible? They play in everything all the time. Well, for several years, the PSAC softball schedule and divisions were the East, Central, and West, and Clarion was in Central California in the West. So these two teams are back at it in the PSAC West. Start of a 4-game stretch here, doubleheaders, 2 today, and then the Clarion games, which were supposed to be yesterday, were moved to the 23rd of March, which I believe is Monday or Tuesday.
Catcher number 16, Brooke Wilson.
And that'll bring up Brooke Wilson, the catcher for the Vulcans, her second at-bat of the ball game. Batting .423 is Brooke Wilson. First pitch is a strike, as the wind is really starting to blow from center field in. 0-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Good job of you see the catch there, Cartier just getting down and blocking that. 1-1 count for Kelly. Pitch was high, inside, and over, so one of the easiest call the umpire is going to make today is that's a ball. Wilson, definitely a player you want to be careful with. She came into this game 26 at-bats, 11 hits, 9 runs. No official at-bat in the first. Strike 2, evens the count of 2. Good pitch that time by Kelly. Fastball cuts the outside corner. Two pitch now. Swung and another shot to left center field, and that'll be a base hit for Brooke Wilson, and she just smoked that. Shortstop for Clarion, Bretzel, was in good position, but just there was no way. That ball was smoked into left center.
Number 6,
So I'll bring up Jaquay. She's 0 for 1 in the game, and on the season she is 154. Lefty on lefty, Jaquay looking to bunt, she goes. And if you're asking yourself, Gary, how do you have these stats and these numbers? You're not a stat guy. You're a stat guy, but you're not a math guy. Go to KyleVulcans.com. Matt Kiefer is keeping up to the second stats on the live stats. So multiple ways of following Vulcan athletics. 0-1 pitch is inside for a strike. So Jaquay kind of looking back in the dugout, thinking that might have been a ball, but runs the count to 0-2. Kelly, left-hander, looking to erase Jaquay. Jaquay stands in, 0-2 pitch. Change-up inside, good pitch, but a good take by Jaquay. Jaquay, second baseman, batting .160 on the season. Looking to advance the runner, Brooke Wilson. There's the 1-2 pitch. Slapped it to short, and that gets into left field for a base hit. So Jaquay fighting off a 1-2 pitch and will reach base for the Vulcans here in the bottom of the third. So runners on first and second. There's a shot at Jaquay talking to assistant coach for the Vulcans. And that'll bring up Paige Wilson. Wilson, no official at bat in today's game, batting .481. Has a chance to drive in some runs here. Pitches a called strike. Wilson on the season, 7 runs, 13 hits, 12 RBIs, 1 home run. 0-1 pitch. Swung and right back through the middle. We'll see if there's a play at the plate. Runner's going to be waved home. Here's the throw to the plate, and it'll be up the line, and that's a run for the Vulcans. So give Paige Wilson her 13th RBI, and the Vulcans will take a 2-1 lead. Good job there by Paige Wilson, just taking what the pitcher gave her, and the California Vulcans take the lead. And that will bring up Charity Henderson. There's a conference on the mound for the Golden Eagles. Wasn't really a bad pitch that Kelly threw, but Wilson was all over that. And now you have a very good batter right now for the Vulcans. Henderson 0-1. She's batting .375, but leads the team in big flies with 3. There's the pitch. And a nice play by the second baseman. Throw to short. Unable to complete the double play. But that'll be the first out. And put a star on the cap there for the second baseman of Clarion, Nicole Collins. Diving stop to the right, or to her left, our right. That'll bring up designated player Shayna Posler for the Vulcans. Posler's 0-1. Off-speed pitch, high ball 1. Posler batting .500. 10 at-bats on the season. She's a freshman. Pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. California leading 2-1. So we move into the bottom of the third here, 1 out. An outstanding play, saved probably a run for the Golden Eagles. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 3. So as we've been talking about through the game, Clarion's Achilles heel has been walks, free base runners. Has not really been a factor yet in today's game, but Kelly's starting to get a little wild with her pitches. 3-0 pitch. That was a take all the way. So that'll bring up a 3-1 hitters count right now for Shayna Posler. Conventional wisdom says look for something over the heart of the plate. Here's the pitch. And she takes it to left field. Back goes the left fielder. And it is over the head. That's going to score a few runs. 1 run scores. And that'll be a double, as now there's going to be a tag as Posler was chugging around. The send home sign was not given, so that'll be a double and a caught stealing, but a run, as Posler will get an RBI and makes the score 3-1 California on that run scoring double, and that'll bring up Alyssa Young. First pitch is a ball. So there'll be 2 outs now. So I apologize, I did not have the outs correct there on the screen. 2-man crew here today, so some things are going to get by. Pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball just off the new batting cages here at Lilly Field. So we see Coach Bertinoli for the Vulcans. Had a chance to talk to him a few times before the game. We had some technical issues on 2 of the conversations, but we were able to get an interview with him about Game 1 that we put on Twitter, and then we'll have an interview that we put on Twitter for Game 2 and also included in this. 1-1. Good eye outside, ball 2, and an even better play by Cartier to save a run. As a runner on third, and you better believe that gets by. You're going to see Wilson come charging down that line. 2-1 count. 3-1 lead for the Vulcans. Nice pitch. Catches the outside corner. And Kelly is 1 pitch away from avoiding a crooked number here. 2-2 count. Young looks. Foul tip. Stays alive. Way to battle that time by Young. That was a pitch that had some outside movement. I think that probably would have been called for a strike, but she did a good job of just wasting that one and living to fight another pitch. Kelly now the left-hander. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be a base hit up the middle as we see the run score and makes it 4-1, and a good job of 2-2 hitting for Young, and the Vulcans lead 4-1. Good shot of Young on first base. Didn't try to do too much. That's a good lesson to you players at home. Just take what the pitcher gives you, and that'll bring up left-handed batter Jordan Pineri. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Pineri, no official at bat in the game, batting .364. 1-0 count. Fouls it away. And you can just hear the momentum shifting from these couple runs. A lot of energy out of the California dugout. A lot of energy from the crowd. Good crowd here today at Lilyfield. 1-1 pitch. Foul almost in the exact same spot. I believe it made it into the woods, so 1-2. Paneri now trying to punch her way off the ropes. Here's the pitch. Slap to left field. Left fielder coming on, and it gets down for a base hit. Paneri digging for second, and that'll be a two-bagger for Paneri as it hit the Bermuda Triangle between the shortstop, third baseman, and left fielder. So that'll put runners on second
14,
and third for the Vulcans. So we see a conference at the mound. No runs came in, but the runner from first does move over to third, and that will bring up Michaela Mckenzie, the sophomore for the Vulcans, batting eighth today. We have seen her bat in the 4 spot. She's 0-1 today, batting 118 on the season. So, seeing if she can get her season back on track here. A lot of pop in that bat for the third baseman for the Vulcans. 2 runners out there for the third baseman. Uh-oh, pitch. Ball high. Good shot of the runner at third for the Vulcans. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Outside corner is caught for a strike, 1-1. As the wind, as you can hear in my headset, has shifted a little bit back towards us. Here's the pitch. Hit to third. There's the throw, and that'll end the inning. So the Vulcans push across 3. Makes the score 4-1 after 3 innings. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at some information that might be interesting to everybody at home. And I was talking about it earlier, so let's talk about what you can find on KyleVulcans.com. You can find, excuse me, something hit my throat as I'm trying to talk. I don't know if that was a bug or dirt, but KyleVulcans.com, the home of Cal Sports information. KyleVulcans.com will also have live links to the stretch broadcast that we put out there for Stretching In at the PSAC network. They will have live stats, so they will have the one-stop shop for any way you can follow Vulcan Athletics. But wait, what if you're a Twitter user? As I look at Nolan Beastline, who's our chief Twitter user at CUTV. Follow them at KyleVulcans.com. They'll take care of you. And then this year, they're putting more and more content out on Instagram, which is just Cal Vulcan. So a lot of different ways to follow the California Vulcans. So as we're ready to move to the top of the 4th, catcher Jessica Cartier for Clarion. She's 0-1 on the game, batting .320 on the season. Interesting stance for Cartier. There's the pitch. Pulls it foul. 0-1 is the count. Let's take a look at her stance. She has an interesting stance as she's going to keep her hands out a little bit ahead of her body. We saw that time that resulted in pulling it left field. There we see kind of has everything pretty much halfway through. So interesting stance. And that stance produces a second foul ball. 0-2 is the count. Cartier, the number 4 hitter, the senior. So we see the second pitcher for the Vulcans, Caitlin Leary, ahead of the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Ball rises out of the zone. Ball 1. Good job of Brooke Wilson, the catcher, to corral that before it hit the backstop. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Oh, nice changeup, but the batter was not tempted. Evens the count to 2-2. And I will say this, from our vantage point right behind home plate, Leary is doing a good job of changing velocities as that was almost like a string was being pulled. 2-2 pitch here. Popped up to shortstop and quickly one away. And a good job of getting to that little blooper was Alexa Pastor. She goes back to her perch at shortstop. If you can see on our screen where she's standing, there's a little bit of a discoloration. Tell you what, Ron and Tony doing a good job getting the field ready for play. They had it tarped, but with the freezing weather, there was a little bit of moisture, and there was a little bit of a problem. Not a problem, but a little bit of moisture collecting at shortstop, and a good job of their crew to get this field playable for today's doubleheader. 1-0 is the count. Count is now 2-0 to the number 5 hitter for the Golden Eagles, Rebecca Kelly, the senior. She's 1-1 for the game. There's a shot to first base, and it gets by her, so that'll be a base hit. Wilson just couldn't get to it, so that'll be a base runner with one out here for the Golden Eagles. So
next in the box, first baseman number 23, Hannah Norton.
She will move to 2-2, and that will bring Hannah Norton, as the mayor is in the house here at Lily Field, working on a project on the softball team. Low and outside, ball 1. I also believe he'll be signing autographs between games, so mayor and the junior mayor, as we now have Hannah Norton, the junior, with the runner on first. Leary's 1-0 pitches away. Catches the outside corner for strike 1-1. So a lot of action in today's game. A lot of base runners. Norton, no official at bat in this game. 1-1's the count. Leary deals. Changes up speed but misses outside. 2-1. As I just said earlier, Leary doing a good job of changing velocity on her pitches, but Clarion doing a good job of not fishing. A lot of discipline right now for the Golden Eagles. 2-1's the count. Leary's pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. Evens the count at 2-2. So Norton wearing the 23, made famous by Michael Jordan. Steps in. 2-2. Leary deals. Foul tip. That was a good pitch by Leary. It was outside. But Norton just doing enough to get a little bit of that white and blue bat of hers on the pitch. Runs it foul. So we reset. 2-2. 1 out. Top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Just misses on the outside. Everybody froze. I think Norton even thought she was had that time. But a full count. Payoff pitch now. Big pitch because you don't want to bring the tying run at the plate if you're California. Leary's 3-1 pitch. Swung on. Hit down the left field line. Back to the wall. And it is off the glove. It stays in the park. But that will be a double. It was a play at the wall. I know it was off of our camera. But the left fielder, Paneri, had to kind of jump up. It hit her glove, hit the fence, stayed in. I believe she saved a home run. But that will be a double for Clarion. And that will bring the tying run to the plate as we see a shot of Paneri. She did a good job of getting over there, got in position, but that was a tough play to make. We'll see if that saved a run. It did save a run. We'll see if that'll save the inning. Here's the next batter. First pitch, outside. That'll bring up Collins. Nicole Collins, the second baseman. She is 0-1 on the game, batting .231 on the season. Leary now looks in for the sign. She deals. Low. Ball. They're going to say it hit her foot. And that will load the bases as Coach Bertinoli's asking from the dugout what happened, but believe the umpire is saying that that hit the foot, and that will load the bases. And that's what the explanation is right now from the umpire, the man in blue. And really, there was no protest from the catcher, so usually if you'll see that, you'll see the catcher kind of look, but she went straight to her pitcher to settle her charge down, and that will bring up Megan Anderson, designated player for the Golden Eagles. She's 0 for 1 in the game. This is her debut on the season. So, bases full at Golden Eagles. First pitch is a strike. And so you have the tying run at first, the go-ahead run at the plate, 1 out. Again, double plays are fairly rare in softball in the conventional sense. There's a shot down the right field line, but that's going to get out of play as that's off of our screen. Once again, due to space restrictions in the press box and COVID restrictions, we can't have a manned camera person in the high home look, so we'll do our best to say what happens off screen. So that was just a foul ball. Paige Wilson doing a good job of trying to hustle over, but just out of her reach. So 0-2, this is a big pitch. Bottom of the order for the Golden Eagles. Leary's pitch. Slap to second. That's just going to be a throw to the first baseman, so that'll bring a run home, erase the runner, 2 outs, but the score is now 4-2. So Quaid didn't have a shot at getting the runner at home, and that will bring up Alexander Bretzel, the sophomore. We'll see Bretzel wearing the number 1, made famous by Zion Williamson. Bretzel is 0-1. She's batting .091 on the 2020 season. She hits it to second base. Jaquay calmly makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So the Golden Eagles push across 1, makes the score 4-2 as we move to the bottom. As we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. And now we have a chance to take a look at some more information. We looked at Caillou Sports information, but what about CUTV? What if you want to find out about how to follow CUTV? Well, our social media is in full effect. You can watch us, and if you're watching us on YouTube, welcome. We're glad you're spending the afternoon here with Nolan and myself here at Lily Field. CUTV Sports 1, your home for all CUTV live programming and studio programming, including the Vulcan Sports Wire, Caton's Corner, the forechecking on CUTV, and much, much more. Our Twitter is at CUTV_PA, so make sure to watch that for all pertinent links and uploads and fun stuff like that. And Facebook, California University Television. So like us, share us, join us, subscribe to us. We'd like you to become a part of our CUTV and California University family. So we have a new pitcher now for the Golden Eagles, so that'll bring in number 19, Laura Sadowski. She is a senior. So we've seen a number of pitchers here for both teams. As the umpire is going to signal up to Matt Kiefer, as we have Sadowski, the new pitcher, right-hander. She's coming in. And the first batter for the Vulcans will be, I'm trying to see as we're blocked out by some people. That'll be number 22, Alexa Pastor, the senior shortstop. She made a sparkling play in that season opening doubleheader we were here against Gannon. So bottom of the 4th, California leading 4-2. First pitch, and that's going to get to the gap. Pastor going to be held to a single, but Pastor gets the offense moving here in the bottom of the 4th with our frozen rope into right center field. And Pastor will get her first hit of the ball game. That'll bring up Brooke Wilson, officially 1 for 1 in the game, batting .444. The catcher has a chance to do some damage. This is what you want to see, a runner on in the top of the order coming up for the Vulcans. Pitch popped up down the right field line. Right fielder coming on, and she makes the catch. So California trying to greet the new pitcher for Clarion, Sadowski. 2 pitches, 2 swings, and 1 out. Good play there by the right fielder. You see her on her screen for Clarion, as that will bring up, and that right fielder was Giordano. That'll bring up Jaquay, second baseman for the Vulcan. Her first pitch to her is high and outside, ball one. Selena Jaquay, freshman. On the day, she is 1-2, raising the average to 185. Second pitch is a strike, so evens the count at 1-1. 1-1, 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the fourth, California leads by 2. Both teams scored in the first. California got 3 in the bottom of the third, and Clarion gets 1 back in the top of the fourth. 1-1 pitch. Jaquay looking bunt. She goes, and it'll be a strike. Try to pull back, but she went. And that'll be a 1-2. So Jaquay, we saw this in her last at-bat. She fought off a few pitches and then was able to scrape out a base hit. So we'll see if she can do the same thing. And she slaps one down to the pitcher. It's going to be a tough play. Throw to the first, and it's not going to be in time. So Selena Jaquay hustling on that little tapper to first base, or to the pitcher. Pitcher unable to get the throw to first base, and that'll get 2 on for the Vulcan. So good job of Selena Jaquay getting her second hit of the game. And that will bring up Paige Wilson for the Vulcans with 2 runners on, 1 out. Paige is 1-1 on the game, 500 on the season. First pitch, swinging. That seems to be the modus operandi for the Vulcans right now, greeting the new pitcher Sadowski. Swing early, swing often. And it has worked so far with 2 runners on. Wilson, as we mentioned earlier, leading the team now at 500. Has 12 RBI. Had 12 RBIs coming into this season. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch on the outside. Catches the corner. Sadowski did a good job of changing speeds and just freezing Wilson. Oh, 2 count. Here's the pitch. There's a shot to left center field. It's going to be in the gap, and it's going to score some runs. That's going to bring 1 run home. Throw to the plate. California waving the second run home, and that'll be a 2-run double for Paige Wilson, and runs a score 6-2. As that was a shot into left center field. And I think the only thing that kept that ball in the ballpark was the wind. Wind is blowing in a little bit, but 2-run double for Paige Wilson gives California a 6-2 lead. Pitch now to Charity Henderson, the freshman. It's high, ball 1. Henderson 0-2 in this game. Nice change up by Sadowski. Going to be outside. 2-0. So we see a good shot of the new pitcher, Loris Sadowski. Senior, right-hander. Here's the pitch. Outside, and good job of laying off that outside pitch is Henderson. So 3-0 is the count. See if she has the green light here. Pitch. Pure take all the way. Runs the count to 3-1. Still a hitter's count. Again, Henderson leads the team in home runs with 3. A lot of power out of the freshman right fielder. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4. So Henderson will go to first. Puts runners on first and second. As we have a boss sighting here in Kiefer's corner. Looking at me uneasily. And there's a shot to left field. Going back to the wall. It's going to get in the gap, and that's going to score some runs. 1 runner comes home for the Vulcans. Throw to the plate, nothing doing. And that is a double by Shayna Postler. Makes it a 7-2 ball game. And Shayna Postler, first pitch swinging again, just sends it again. That ball, if the wind was not blowing dead in our face, I think that would have been another home run or another possibility for a home run. Now there's a conference on the mound. second and third. One out. California ahead 7-2. Middle of this lineup. Alyssa Young will come up. Again, she has some power in that bat. Young 1-1 on the season. That base hit earlier in the contest pushes her average up over the 300 mark. And again, she battled hard in that at bat. So 2 runners on. Chance for some RBIs for the Vulcans here. Chance to break this game wide open and get a crooked number on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch. And she slaps one right back to the pitcher. Good job of looking the runner back. And a throw to the first base, and that'll be 2 out. So put a nice fundamental star by the pitcher's name. Laura Sadowski just taking the pitch, or taking the fielded ball, looking the runner back at third. That's what you want to do. So I'll bring up Jordan Paneri, the left fielder for the Vulcans. Almost made a spectacular play. She slaps one into the left field, the left fielder coming on, and makes the catch. So that ends the inning. So California plates 3, runs the score 7-2 as we're going to move into the top of the top of the 5th inning, 7-2. We're going to take a look at some more information because that's what we like to bring people. We talked about CUT, we talked about sports information, but also check out the Cal Times and their social media. Jeff Elsell's here taking pictures. They'll upload things onto Cal Times News, their Instagram page, or go to Twitter at Cal Times or their Facebook page at Cal U Times. So a lot of different ways to consume Vulcan athletics, Vulcan information, and we're trying to work hard down at the SEI Media Center to bring as much information to Vulcan fans as we can. We're going to take a nice look at the warm-up right now. For California's, that throw is down, and we'll move to the top of the 5th. As now Clarion's brain trust is just off the screen right there, kind of trying to figure out what to do, what to change. As California started a little slow here, but has really brought out the bats in the last couple innings. So if you're the Vulcans and Coach Bertinoli, we'd love to get a quick inning here and get those bats up and keep the momentum going. So now batting for the Golden Eagles, I believe it's number 20, Carissa Giordano, and it is. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Giordano, 0 for 1. She scored the first run of the ball game. She reached base as the result of a hit by pitch. Second pitch was a strike. So Giordano fighting off the effects of that hit by pitch earlier. 1-1's the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and a great changeup by Caitlin Leary. Just put the full stop on, put the brakes on, and just had Giordano fishing. I know trout fishing doesn't start for a few weeks, but she had a line in the water there. 1-2 pitch. High ball 2. Giordano now stepping back in. Awaits the 2-2 pitch. Leary's delivery. Slapped into right field for a base hit. So good job of protecting the plate for Giordano, and she will reach for the second time in the game. First time by way of a base hit. And that'll bring up Brooke Klein for the Golden Eagles. And on the game, Klein is 1-2, batting .440. Good shot of Klein there in the box. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. Caitlin Leary in relief of Erin Lobdell. She came in with no outs in the top of the second. Leary's pitch, low, ball 2. Brooke Wilson fakes a throw to first base, gets the runner back, keeping her honest. 2-0's the count. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. So both teams struggling with the strike zone today. A lot of 3-0, 3-1 counts. A lot of pitches being thrown. .30 pitch. We'll see if this is a take. And it is a pure take, but a head for a strike. Throw to first, nothing doing. See the runner getting back, Giordano. 3-1 pitch. Bet Leary does not want to give up a free pass right here. And the pitch. Swung on a fly to center field and ranging over and making the catch for out number 1 is Alyssa Young. She had to move about 10 feet to her left, makes the catch. And that is out number 1 for the Vulcans. You see right behind her, a lot of people on the hillside.
Mckenzie Wolf.
Just really a beautiful day for a softball game. Tennis is at home across Rodman Park here. And just a wonderful afternoon to take in a doubleheader. First pitch called strike. Brings up Mackenzie Wolf. Wolf 0-1 on the game. Pitch low and away, ball 1. Giordano at first, playing a game of cat and mouse with Brooke Wilson. Not sure if she's going to get the green light to steal here. 1-1 pitch. Foul. That might hit my net right now. Gets over top of us. 1-2. And I know we weren't in danger because the mayor didn't move. One and 2 pitch for the freshman Caitlin Leary for the Vulcans, trying to retire another batter. Foul ball down the right side. Wolf doing a good job of just swatting that ball foul. Count remains the same, 1-2, runner on first. Top of the 5th, California leads 7-2. 1-2 pitch. Outside and throw the first. And she just gets back. I think the throw beat her, but Wilson to Wilson was the tag by Wilson at first was just outside. I think the slide was on the outside of the base, so good job of getting back. Is Giordano 2-2 pitch. Outside, runs the count to full. So that pitch out caused a ball, so now Leary falls behind the count 3-2. Wolf shows bunt. Don't think she's going to bunt here. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4, so Wolf fights back, reaches first. She was down to the count, but fights back and reaches by a free pass. So Wolf on first, Giordano on second, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Jessica Cartier. Cartier is 0-2 on the game. She came into this game batting .333 and leading the team with 14 RBIs. Dangerous batter for the Golden Eagles. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Leary looking to settle down here, the freshman. Right-hander, as we said, in relief of Lobdell. 0-1 pitch. Another nice pitch. Catches the zone, and quickly ahead of the count is Caitlin Leary. Cartier showing bunt, down 0-2. Pitch, high, ball 1. I think Leary was a little surprised that she did not offer that pitch. That was an excellent rise ball. Tough to lay off. 1-2 pitch. Slap back right to the second baseman. Jaquay makes the tag. So erase the runner going to second. be the second out, so you'll have runners on first and third with 2 outs. And I tell you what, Jaquez, you see on the screen right there, doing a good job. She didn't panic. That ball was not hit sharply, had to make a quick decision, was able to apply the tag. And now there's 2 outs in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up the left-handed batter, Rebecca Kelly. Kelly on the game is 2 for 2. Has a chance for an RBI. Couple batters out there. As that is wide, ball 1. So runners on first and third, 2 outs. Dangerous batter in the box. As you see on your screen, third baseman Mckenzie kind of daring. Pitches away outside, ball 2. Kind of daring Kelly. Don't think you're going to see Kelly put anything on the ground here intentionally in a sacrifice situation, because of course at 2 outs you can't sacrifice, but the bunt could still be a play for a base hit. Pitch foul, out of play. And it's going to be on the road. So Kelly, nice pitch. Leary, nice pitch to Kelly. So Kelly started the game at pitcher. She's now no longer pitching, still in the lineup. Batting. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Left center field. That ball is going to be in the gap, off the fence. That's going to score 1 run. Runner moving to third. Throw to the plate. Nothing doing, but that's going to be a 2-out run-scoring double for Rebecca Kelly. And she moves to 3 and 3 on the game. So give her an RBI.
Next to plate number 19.
As that ball was stung into the left center field gap. And that'll bring up Laura Sadowski, the new pitcher. This is her first at-bat of the ball game. So runners on second and third. 7-3 is your score here, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swung on left field, and that's going to be a lazy fly ball. As off the bat, it looked like it had some jump, but nothing doing. Nice job of playing her position. Left field is Jordan Paneri. So Clarion scratches across 1 run. So after 5.5, your score is 7-3. As we're going to take a look at some more information.
And 2 left on base. Your score in the bottom of the 5th. Cal 7, Clarion 3.
Is that waiting for the announcement to be made? As we're going to take a look at some exciting stuff. If you're a student at Cal U, follow Vulcan Nation virtual game day giveaways. You can follow Blaze for information on how to win a Vulcan Nation prize pack. So make sure you follow Blaze, and periodically throughout the season while games are going on. I know a lot of times when games are on during the afternoon, during the week, Gloria Minutello will put the games on the 9 screens by the Energy Zone in the Student Union. So make sure to see if Blaze is walking around for that. And those prize packs are courtesy of PSAC-U and B Graphics. As Ram Jam is playing, and Nolan Beastline is singing it right now. Or he's looking at a spider above my head, so he doesn't look like he's in too much concern, so we'll assume that the spider's not going to get me. As we're going to move to the bottom of the 5th, now batting for the Vulcans is a new player for California, number 13 coming in, Megan Miller, the sophomore.
Infielder for Cal U, number 13, Megan Miller.
So Megan Miller.
Hello, you're through. Yeah.
Megan Miller now batting. This is her first at-bat of the game, of course, since she's just getting into the game. First pitch. Miller, first pitch swinging. Shot to the third baseman. Nice play over there by the third baseman for Clarion. Put a star next to that. Brooke Klein, the third baseman, just getting down on that. As that will bring up for California. There's a good shot of Klein. Shot right at her. First pitch swinging, 1 out. So that'll bring up Pastor. First pitch. Inside for a strike. See a good shot there. Or it's not Rebecca Kelly. That is Laura Sadowski. In relief of Rebecca Kelly. 0-1's the pitch. Swung on and fouled. Pastor 1-2 in the game. The shortstop for California. She has fallen behind. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch, but an even better take by a Pastor. Nice little rise ball changeup for Sadowski. And how Pastor laid off that pitch, I will never know. That was a punch-out pitch if ever there was one. 1-2 pitch. Same spot, a little more heat, but nothing doing. As Pastor evens the count at 2-2. 2-2. California leading by 4, 7-3. Have punched through 10 hits on this ball game. Here's the pitch. High, so Pastor was down 0-2. Now gets the count 3-2. California scoring 1 run in the bottom of the first, 3 each in the third and the fourth, and Clarion has a single tally in the first, fourth, and fifth. Full count. Outside, ball 4. So Pastor will go to first base, and we'll have a runner on for the Vulcans. That'll bring up the top of the order now.
16, Brooke Wilson.
Brooke Wilson, dangerous top of the order. We saw California last inning really do some damage with this same situation. First pitch outside. Wilson 1-2 on the ball game. That one hit was a shot earlier in the game. Senior catcher for the Vulcans slaps one foul. Evens the count at 1. See the runner retreating back to first. Pastor took the free pass, and we'll see if there's anything doing. She has a little bit of speed over there at first. Here's the pitch. Popped straight up. Catcher's going to come over. First baseman calls for it, and she makes the out. Nice play there. She was getting close to the fencing, protecting the California dugout, but Kelly doing a great job.
Base number 6, Selena Jaquay.
And that'll bring up the left-handed batter, Selena Jaquay, with 2 outs. There's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. So Rebecca Kelly now playing first base, the former pitcher. Or she is a pitcher, but she started this game. That'll bring up Selena Jaquay, who's 2 for 3 in this ball game. Pitch. Shot to center field. And it's just going to hang up in the air and be a fly ball out. So that ends the inning. So quick inning for the Vulcans. So no runs, no hits, 1 player left on base. So that'll move us to the top of the 6th. And once again, let's take a look at the PSAC-West standings to this point in the season. This is before Action Day. Seton Hill undefeated, 4-0. They are 7-3 overall. Cal U 5-3 and 5-3 as they've played only PSAC-West opponents. IP 5-3, 5-3. Mercier's 5-3, 5-3. Then you see Edinburgh and Pitt Johnstown 2-2. Gannon at 3-5, 3-7 overall. So California go 3-1 in the 4-game series last week, split between California and the shores of Lake Erie. Then today's opponent, Clarion, 1-4, 3-5 overall, and the Rock of Slippery Rock playing a non-conference doubleheader and going 0-2 yesterday to move to 1-7. So as we move to the top half of the 6th inning, remember in softball we play 7-inning doubleheader. So as we're moving late into this contest, California leading 7-3. In a game that's seen a lot of action, a lot of base runners for both teams.
Number 24, Nicole Collins.
And that'll bring up the second baseman for Clarion, Nicole Collins. Tall second baseman. She's 0-1 in the game. Shows bunt. She'll probably pull back. She does. Leary's first pitch. Swinging strike. Nice pitch by Leary. Caitlin Leary has really done a good job in relief right now. leads the team in the ERA. She's given up a couple runs here today, but has done good in relief. Second pitch takes something off of it and swing and a miss for Collins. Good shot of Leary. She's looking for that best spot on the ball. 0-2 pitch outside, waste pitch. 1-2. One and two pitch. Here's the delivery and a pop up, and it's going to be taken by Jaquay at second base. And Selena Jaquay, the second baseman for the Vulcans, doing a good job in the high sky here at Lilly Field today. Nothing doing, no problems with that, and it'll be a quick out number one here in the top half of the sixth. And that'll bring up Megan Anderson, the designated player for the Golden Eagles. As the wind is freshening, there's a shot to right field. Henderson camps under it, and that'll be out number two. So 2 quick outs. Henderson doing a good job of fielding in right field. And that'll bring up Bretzel, the shortstop for Clarion. And on the game, she is 0 for 2. And Larry would like nothing more to continue the 0 for Bretzel. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Once again, we are playing 2 today. We are in the top of the 6th. So game 2 will start about a half hour. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a separate link. There's a strike. 1-1. Leary. 1-1. Shot to right center. Going back as a center fielder, and that will be a nice running catch for the center fielder, Alyssa Young. So 1, 2, 3 go the Golden Eagles. Nothing doing. So a very quiet inning for Clarion as we move to the bottom half of the 6th, with California leading 7-3. Let's take a look at those team leaders once again for the California Vulcans. This is coming before the game. The graphics being what they are, can't really make them on the fly as we're doing it. But coming into the game, Paige Wilson, she's up over 500 right now. She was batting 41 coming into the game. She's also leading in hits. Henderson had 3 home runs coming into the game. No home runs yet today for either team. And RBI's Paige Wilson had 12 coming into the game. And pitching, Leary, who's on the mound now in relief of Lobdell, 1.94. 2 players had 2 wins apiece. Lobdell had 26 strikeouts and led the team in 25.1 innings pitched.
First base, number 29, Paige Wilson.
And that'll bring up Paige Wilson to lead off for the Vulcans here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Wilson 2 for 2 in the game. He's had a good afternoon so far. First pitch is a changeup outside for a strike. Sadowski in relief for the Golden Eagles. Ahead 0-1. Here's the pitch. Popped up to second baseman, and that's going to be a lazy can of corn to the second baseman, Collins, and it'll be a quick first out for the Golden Eagles. So coming up to bat for California,
now batting the right footer,
the cleanup hitter, Charity Henderson. Had a fine play in the field the last half inning. She's 0 for 2 in the game. First pitch inside, ball 1. Henderson leading the team with round trippers with 3. Pitch. Off-speed pitch, low, ball 2. Henderson's definitely a pitcher, or a batter you don't want to get behind if you're a pitcher. 2-0 pitch. Takes a pitch inside for a strike. That was a dangerous pitch for Sadowski as A little bit off speed. Henderson was not looking there. She could have turned on that. Here's the pitch. High and inside, ball 3. So hitters count now. Expect for this to be somewhere around the zone. But if you're Sadowski, you don't want to put it right in the kitchen because that could be turned around. That's going to be a waste pitch, ball 4. Just decided not to deal with Charity Henderson's power and put her on base. So with one out, one runner on. And that'll bring up this designated player, Shayna Postler. She is 2 for 3 on the game. And looking for more. She hit a ringing double in this game. There's the pitch. Swing and a shot down the left field line. That's going to be in play. That's going to be extra bases. Henderson's going to be held up at third, but a double for Postler. That thing was a frozen rope down the left field line. So California now 2 runners in scoring position.
Next up, the center fielder, number 9.
With
Alyssa
one
Young.
out, and that'll bring up Alyssa Young. California ahead by 4. There is a runs rule. Few runs away from that. Here's the pitch. Slapped into left field, and that'll be a base hit. Coming across the score will be Henderson and make the score 8-3 as Young's going to take a free base into second. So California gets their 8th run of the game. Runners still on second and third, and there's one out. So Young doing a good job of getting the run home and then noticing the throw went to the home.
Left field, number 17, Jordan Paneri.
Takes the free base, so that'll bring up Jordan Paneri. The left fielder, 1 and 2 in the game, has a chance for some RBIs out there. She goes ahead of the count 0-1. See Sadowski talking to her catcher. Now there's going to be a meeting at the mound. This is kind of the game we kind of expected, or I kind of expected coming into this game. Clarion struggling on the mound. Their team ERA was over 6. They did a good job early to get ahead of the Vulcans, but California just kind of, this was a boxing match, just kind of jabbing, and going for a couple gut punches in the 3rd and 4th for 3 runs, and now 1 run here in the bottom of the 6th, and a chance for more. Here's the pitch. Paneri slaps one foul, and it goes out of play. Evens the count at 1. There we see Jordan Paneri stepping back in. Left-handed batter. Almost made a great play in left field. There's a shot. That's going to get into the, that's going to score a run as it goes into foul territory. Throw to the plate, and Paneri's going to take a free base up at second. So that ball hit just on the seam of the infield and outfield. You give California their 9th run and a 6-run lead, 9-3. As now Clarion's going to make a change. We see the manager for the Golden Eagles just to our left talking to the umpire, and I think we're going to see our 3rd pitcher of the day for the Golden Eagles, and it will be number 11 coming in, Alyssa Stitt. She's a sophomore. Zoe Ott, number 11. So Zoe Ott, freshman left-handed pitcher.
Pitching change for Clarion, now in the circle, number 11, Zoe Ott.
She will come in looking to close things, or at least slows things down here as California's put 2 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th. Ott is a 5'6" freshman from Warrenton, Virginia, Farquhar High School. And I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that, but I know I got Warrenton, Virginia correct. Once again, we're in the latter stages of game 1 of 2 here from beautiful Lily Field. California looking to go to 6-3 on the early season here and go 6-3 in the PSAC-West. So we see Ott still warming up for Clarion. Smiles on their face. That's good to see. Notice she's in a mop-up duty here, trying to just get out of this jam. California ahead 6. I believe if both runs come home, that would be the runs rule. Because I believe it's 10 after 4, 8 after 5. I could be wrong. But that'll bring up 3rd baseman Mckenzie Wolf. She's 0-2 on the game, having a slow start to the 2021 campaign, but when her bat wakes up, it will be a welcome addition as there's a pop-up into right center field. That's going to score 1 run as Mckenzie gets an RBI just over the outstretched arms of the second baseman, Nicole Collins. So that'll be the number 10th run for the Vulcans. It looks like California's going to make a change. Here's Kurt Bertinoli's talking to the man in blue just to our left. I believe we're going to have a pinch hitter. As it is going to be a pinch hitter coming up to the plate for the Vulcans.
Pinch hitter to tell you now plate number 18,
Be Brittany Wilson, freshman. Her first at-bat of the game. There's a couple ducks on the ponds as California's pushed across 3 already here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the glove. Strike 1. Wilson, freshman from West Allegheny, hometown of Coriopolis. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be knocked into the left center field, and that's going to score a run. Make 11 as Wilson puts up the 11th run of the game for the Vulcans. And that will do it, as that will be the runs rule. So that'll be your final here at the end, at game 1. So Wilson comes in, gets the RBI, and that will end the game. So your final score,
final line score in game 1
after 6.5, California getting a runs rule 11-3. So you've been watching Vulcan softball here on CTV Sports 1 and Stretch Media. So for Nolan Beasley on camera, I'm Gary Smith. We'll see you in about 25 minutes.